Granny, we should be live. We should be
my
live.
fan running give you interference? Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's fine, Granny.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone. Tonight we're going to be talking about Mikaela Shiffrin. She is a Olympic gold medalist from the United States. She's 22 years old. She's looking to do something that hasn't been done before. She's looking to actually win 3 gold medals, hopefully, and I'm hoping that she does do that. It's never been done in history in one Olympic game, by a male or a female. So I'm hoping that she makes that happen. And tonight I have Granny Monster here on my YouTube channel. Granny, was there anything you'd like to say?
Well, I just think that sometimes the ladies in the sports are kind of overlooked. So this is kind of groovy.
Yeah,
kind of groovy news.
It's some big news. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that she can do some things that hasn't been done. You know what I mean? That's something that hasn't been done yet.
Right.
But, I mean, you take Shaun White. He since he was a small child, he's killed it in the sport. As far as Winter Olympics, and he doesn't live in a cold nature place. He's not from Colorado. He's an American. He's not from Canada. Where there's some super cold areas. He grew up skateboarding and learning tricks that way. He lives in probably one of the hottest areas, but he practiced skateboarding, and he was just so far ahead of his time because he hung out with his older brother. Mm-hmm. And then when it became for him to come to the Olympics, here he was, this redheaded kid. They call him Tomato. He looked like Carrot Top, and he had long red hair, and he was just killing the turn. This. I mean, in skateboarding, we call it a quarter pipe. But he killed the Olympics because he was so far ahead of everybody else because he's been doing it for so long at such a young age that he could have ran his last run, period, and not had any problems. Just went right down the center, not done any tricks, and still won. But he pulled off the most infamous move right there in the third because he just wanted to show those guys, hey, I got more. And he pulled off what was called the McTwist. And, Shaun, here's a kid, still a child, a young kid. I shouldn't say child or young kid. He was just a young man. He was just a young man at the time. Very young. I couldn't have been 20 in his 20s. But he pulled off one of the most amazing moves, and he changed the sport. Every time he went back, he had one bad run, one bad season, but here he is the third time, and he's another gold medalist again. You know what I mean? That's amazing.
Yeah, I remember my first McTwist, and gold was involved. It was the golden arches, and
right,
vanilla cone. Right. It was great.
And it's a winter sport.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's frozen all the way.
It's cold. Yeah. But I don't know that. I think it'd be cool. I mean, here's a 22-year-old girl that's in a different country. She's in South Korea representing the United States. And she's already won one. I think she's a 2-time gold medalist. I have to double check, but she's already won 1 gold medal so far. Mm-hmm. But if she breaks that, I think her goal is 5. That's what she's trying for. Which is, that's like I said. Nobody, no man or woman from the alpine skier section has ever won 3 gold medals in a row ever in the history. So that right there would just set the bar even higher.
And years from now, I'll be able to look back on this and say, and I was here with Rebel when it happened.
Yeah. I actually tweeted out to her Twitter link, and I'm going to try to put that thumbnail as this live stream event. Hopefully I can make that happen. We shall see.
There's been over the years, there's been a lot of controversy and whatnot with the Olympics, and going back all the way during like world wars and where they were held and things like that. So I mean, when you hear something positive that might be a part of our history, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. I am looking for the live stream now so I can regulate here to see if anybody's in the chat. I can't even see the chat. Can you see the chat?
We got Mel, and
awesome.
We got some lady named Granny Monster. I don't know.
Well, Lulu and Mel, they're welcome to come and join us here on the chat. The link is in the Google Hangouts. You guys know where that is.
Yeah.
Please feel free to come join.
Yeah.
Like to hear your insides on it, your thoughts.
Yeah, they're both in the Hangout that you dropped the link in, I'm pretty sure.
Cool. Now, if I can just find my, I may have to go look it up on my actual channel here.
Oh, I've already got your chat open and the window minimized. I'm all over this. I've got you, buddy.
I know I'm having issues over here. That's crazy. Okay, I think I got it right here.
Okay, and the judges say 5'6", 5'7".
That's funny. That's just my luck.
Mm-hmm. Mel said he would come through.
Yeah, tell him to come on. Be more than happy to have Mel.
Yeah.
Good old Mel.
Yep.
I got an extra place with my icon you can have.
Mm-hmm. I think there's two of you because you got your phone open as well as your laptop, right?
Yes, exactly. That way I can look at the chat also at the same time.
Uh-huh. Right on.
As it's because my computer, I don't know, it has so much crap on it from different things, really. You know, because when you make movies, you try to store them on your laptop too, because you can't trust YouTube to make sure your videos are always going to be there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think that's why I was trying to get through it out laughing, because I think you know the best. Sad. Yeah. You should get some kind of insurance for that. Can we get YouTube insurance? Where do we sign up for YouTube insurance for our videos? I think I'd pay $1 a month. What would you pay?
That would be, I would put money into that.
I just gave away $1 million idea right there, huh?
Yeah, like the pet rock.
Watch Google. Yeah, exactly. Those were awesome. Remember the rock concerts? The rock concert, they'd paint little faces and have little rock concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Lulu's like, what's the topic?
It's I hate to slay her name, but it's Miss Shiffrin. She's a 22-year-old U.S. skier, and she's with the U.S. ski team, and she just won gold for the United States, which I'm pretty proud of. That's pretty cool. In the giant slalom, and she's hoping to win a few others. But our topics are going to vary tonight, so you're welcome to come on. We could definitely change the subject. I was just mentioning, this girl.
Small slalom then? Is that like putt-putt golf in some way? Or
Say that again?
You can tell I'm a sports enthusiast. I said, if that's a giant slalom, is like a small slalom, is that like putt-putt golf, comparably speaking? Or
Right. Giant slalom's huge. That's where you see them like fly down the hill. That's dangerous. That's like super dangerous. But her name is I think it's Mikaela Shiffrin, and she is an American Olympic gold medalist, I think 2 times now, and World Cup alpine ski racer for the U.S. Olympic ski team, which is cool, man. That's cool. Awesome. I read the story on how her mom used to train her and stuff. Like she used to put on her unicycle and actually learn to juggle so she could learn balance and all these other things. It's crazy how they start off Olympics.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So young. What's happening, Memo?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Not much, my friend. Just thought I'd throw a little live stream up, try to give some shout outs to Sean White. He's just the man when it comes to that sport. And then here's a young lady, 22-year-old lady who's doing her thing over there for us, for the U.S. Olympic team.
God bless America.
Yeah, definitely. How are you doing tonight, Mel?
I'm trying to give you some watch time and show support for you and Granny Monster. I'm just here representing the black community, Shout out to us.
Did you see? Amen. I agree. Did you see the Twitter post from the official YouTube channel?
No.
It said to go subscribe. Go sub. Actually, it didn't even say subscribe. Go sub to the black community. And there was a couple of people who were upset about it. They were like, "Look, you shouldn't subscribe to us because of our color. You should subscribe to us because we don't need you." That's what he told them. I mean, basically, I retweeted a guy's tweet that I thought was powerful. He's like, "Look, we don't need you to be up on a soapbox. You subscribe to me because of my content,
right?
Because I earned it, not because of my color of my skin." And I have to say, man, what he said was powerful. You have to read my tweet, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna read your tweet. We'll definitely read your tweet.
But a lot of people were mad about that, and to pick anybody, and for YouTube to do that, that's just
Not YouTube, but Twitter.
No,
Was it Twitter?
that was the official YouTube Twitter channel.
Oh, YouTube did that on Twitter.
YouTube did that on Twitter.
Wow, that's funny.
And that's I mean, you've got so many different races of people that just got offended. You know what I mean?
It goes in sensitivity, you know.
Yeah.
I think you can say I have a toothpick as I exited a restaurant. Somebody's going to get mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Somebody's going to get mad.
Well, it happens. I mean, I think YouTube wanted to do that on purpose, you know, to try to, you know, generate controversy.
Probably. Well, I mean,
there's a lot going on this month. There's Valentine's Day. There's African American history. There's this. There's that. You know, so I can kind of see where they did it and for what reason. But maybe the way they worded it is enough to trigger some folk.
I mean, but I make history every day, you know, regardless of my color.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a sex symbol, so I don't know what they're talking about.
True story. True story.
I'm offended that they let the sex part out, but it's another story. I'll forgive you. Hopefully, they demonetize themselves for this egregious error.
They should. I don't think they should collect any money. I think they should just give it to the community. Just be like, here,
give it to the black community.
There you go.
As an apology.
As an apology.
We
didn't have every other ethnicity mad because, you know, the black community only got the money.
We can rally together under one banner.
Small creators.
Let's
just call it small creators.
There you go.
Well, we'll just send the money to small creators. Quit sending it to large creators.
There you go. Well, hey, you know,
I'm 4'11". I'm the smallest creators on YouTube.
True.
I look up to Dark Matter.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
Wait, how tall are you?
I think Dark Matter looks up to you as well.
4'11".
You might look eye to eye.
Oh my God. Shout out to Dark Matter.
Yeah, Dark's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's not really that short. I mean, he's short, but he's not really that short, man. Although a lot of guys give him heck, but he's his heart makes up for his height.
There you go. That's Mr. YouTube himself.
Yep.
He bleeds the blood of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some of his cooking videos. That's pretty accurate.
I don't know. I'm hoping America's falling behind. We're not up there where we should be with goals yet, but I'm hoping this girl, Miss Shiffrin, kind of helps us out, push us over the edge. I know Canada's right behind me right behind the United States last time I checked.
What, in the Winter Olympics, right?
Yeah, in the Winter Olympics. Last time I checked.
Well, they dominate. They usually dominate in those winter sports. It's cold up there in Canada, so they're used to that.
Right now, right now, as far as I know, there's like 3 cold countries that are like dominating right now. I mean, it's every day for them. They're born in the snow. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Canada's probably practicing right after the Winter Olympics end. They were like, okay, got to get started for next year. Let's hit the slopes.
Somebody look at it real quick. See who has the most gold right now. I think it's like one of those Scandinavian countries, man, because they have to go on vacation out of country to leave snow.
I'm looking it up for you if you carry on the conversation.
All right.
Okay. I'm looking at it right now. It says who has the most Olympic medals. Breaking down the top 10 most important medals in. Okay, now they're going into the history.
Ooh.
Okay. Who has the count? Right now it's China. Let me stop. No.
China?
No, I'm lying. Let me stop. Okay, right now. Wow.
Is it okay to share Wikipedia on your?
Sure.
Okay.
Right now, first place they're saying is Germany.
Yeah. See, there you go, another cold place, man. I mean, they've got some like Munich and stuff. I mean, there's some warm places, but it's kind of.
The United States is 5th. We got 4 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze.
Look at that.
Canada is 4th.
Right on.
They got 3 gold. They got 4 silver, 4 bronze.
Oof. That's serious.
Japan got
Mm.
4 silver, 3 bronze. France is 6.
I don't know if you caught the conversation Granny and I were having earlier, but thank you, Granny.
Sure.
But we were discussing like during times of war and stuff, throughout history that they've it's been nice that some, I mean, there's been issues. I mean, even there were some issues back in the 70s with the Palestinians and stuff. But there's issues with other people, fighting other people. But it's good when countries can come together and bring the best and brightest stars, and not leave sore losers, when good things
Yeah.
can happen.
Hey,
And even in
Floyd.
the midst of wars.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Even like when countries were occupied, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the most powerful images was during World War II when it was over in Germany.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Right
everybody
side Floyd's in the house.
What's up, right side Floyd? It's been a long time, brother. Been a long time.
Yeah.
How you been? How you been?
He's always good. He's always handling his business over in California, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's always sunny in California, I guess.
True.
You know.
I'm
Well, right
good.
now, I'm just glad to be here in this chat room right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With these individuals, including myself.
I'm glad to have you too.
Yeah. I wish we had a Grim Reaper somewhere around there. That would make a
I did send a link to him. I don't know if he's going to make it or not.
Uh-huh. Depends on
no
his
Grim
crappy
Reaper.
Wi-Fi and all kinds of variables, I'm sure.
Yeah, he does have a long delay.
But we do have some deep conversations though, Some
Yeah,
crazy stuff goes on in those chats.
that's the
Mm.
truth, man. That is the truth. He does bring insight into any conversation.
Yeah, and then you were driving like you wanted a getaway driver last Tuesday. You just kind of in
Yeah, I did.
rebel getaway driver.
When I run from the police, I save a lot on my car insurance. I'm just saying.
I bet you do.
That's gonna be my next commercial. I promise. I
The
just
poor
saved a lot of money.
Geico, he's
Yeah,
just...
I just saved a lot of money on my car insurance from running from the police.
Don't forget to have Green Bay Wacky in there.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I already threw the idea out to him. I can show you the link. I
I
threw it out
believe
to him a
you.
couple of weeks ago.
Mm.
Mhm.
We might do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is, man. As long as it's funny, long as it's engaging, long as it features a Mel Mel cameo. I mean, it should be all right,
Mm-hmm.
You know,
All of the elements are here.
all elements are there. It's all good though. I mean, but Granny, what's been going on with you? Tell the people, let us know. I mean, what have you been up to?
I mentioned earlier 411. Um,
Funny. Oh, I'm late to the party. Excuse me.
that's all
It's
right.
okay.
That's all right. I'm just, in addition to it being the whole Winter Olympics thing and Valentine's Day, this is also YouTube's 13th birthday.
That's
It's
right.
13 years old today.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm looking forward to getting an invitation to YouTube's bat mitzvah.
Okay.
Come of age.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that. If I don't get an invite, something's wrong.
Yeah, we gotta change that.
Trying to think of the correct political word to use. I may
Oh,
just use
here
the
we
other
go.
word.
I know Rebel State is not gonna get politically correct now. Come on now.
I may have to for this one. Did you say bar mitzvah? Is that what you said,
Yeah.
Granny?
Yeah.
I think that's the best word.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
think
bat
that's.
mitzvah, because I consider it run by women.
Oh my.
Goodness, Granny. I was just gonna say that yeah, it looks like they've lost more than they had before. A little circumcision on some of the people here.
Oh, Lulu Lovey was saying, who was that? Floyd. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you know Floyd, Lulu Love You, but he's a cool member of the community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around for quite a while. He's probably been around longer than I have, actually, to tell you the truth. You know,
Yeah.
I was the young, sexy YouTuber that came on the scene. You know,
Right.
don't laugh too hard, Granny.
Oh, stop my side.
Has anyone heard from Cab 7 tonight? I haven't heard from Cab.
I saw him in the chat somewhere, like in the Hangouts, but I don't know where he's at.
I don't either. I
I
hope he's
hope
doing
he's
okay today.
Yeah, I
Well,
hope so too.
Dark Matter and I were speaking at some length about our Bones Yard and the goings on there.
Yes.
And his icon was coming like popping in and out of the Hangout, but I watched part of his live stream, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I haven't heard much from him.
Yeah. I think that's sad about Bones Yard too, man, because a lot of his content was based on what just got a strike, and it wasn't anything I felt was harming to the community.
Well, for those that don't know,
I don't want to push the envelope of poor taste here, Rebel, especially on your channel. If it was on mine, I wouldn't care, But right. I have to say, I'm incensed. I am. I won't kid you. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong there. There was nothing wrong going on there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, according to YouTube, it was too violent. You know what I mean? Excessive violence.
Army men, it's a game. It's I don't know. Maybe people make mistakes.
We can run all the GTA streams we want. Just want to make that point.
I think humans make mistakes. Computers can make mistakes too because they're programmed by humans. And maybe if they go back and review it, maybe they'll fix it and be like, "Oh, we're sorry. We apologize. We see our error."
Oh, you get something too. That's a cold day right there.
Who knows? I mean, I can't say that actually happened.
I mean, hey, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
I'll be glad for you, Floyd. Floyd says he gets out of YouTube jail on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Wow. Oh, so he can live stream right now? Wow,
yeah,
that
happens when you go to YouTube jail. You can't live stream at all for 3 months, 90 days.
Well, hopefully I don't go to jail, but
mm-hmm.
That's it. Run from the police. Run from the YouTube police.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I was in YouTube jail for 3 months.
You'd make a lot of videos because you can still upload videos. You just can't live stream.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like Dirk says, when you get one of those strikes, YouTube then puts you on an ignore list. You don't get in recommended channels. There's just a lot of stuff that goes on in addition to that, not just being, not able to live stream. There's a lot more that goes on with one of those.
Yeah, so they kind of banish you for a second.
Broseph Russell has entered the house. Hey Broseph. I think Broseph knows the right side Floyd. They've both been around for a while. I've seen each one of those guys in different channels.
Oh yeah,
a lot of mutual friends there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if they know each other though.
Mutual friends are good. Those are good.
Yeah.
I mean, just you make friends so you could be friends and make new friends. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, being friends with both of you, although benefits all of us, we are definitely not friends with benefits.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you said? I mean, it is a benefit to be your friend, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
I told Rebel and I've told Mel this too. Anytime you guys work with me, know that I'm mostly the comic relief because I'm just not that deep of a person. Not.
I had a joke there, but it probably wasn't appropriate for this live stream. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I hear you.
Wow. I just read right side Floyd's comment there in the chat. Wow, man, that's crazy. I see stuff like that too, man. That's not fair. Jeanette Pickerton, welcome. She's saying hi to you guys too.
Hey.
Oh yeah, wow. Wait up, that's Mrs. P is in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on,
Jeanette
Mrs. P?
Pickerton is in the chat.
Yeah, that's Mrs. P. We call her Mrs. P.
Yeah.
Just Mrs. P. You know, and shout out to Mr. P. You know, Pixie's channel. Awesome folks from the UK. I live stream with them at times too. Usually on Tuesdays. You know, I mean, awesome individuals. I encourage anybody check out Mrs. P. She does cooking videos as well. You know, they try to save you a little bit of money out there in the UK.
That's a hot topic, man. That's one of the top 20 search things on YouTube is cooking.
Yeah, well, Mrs. P can cook. She can cook.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, Mrs. P, it is late here. It's 2:44 a.m. my time, and Mel's and a couple hours earlier for Granny Mom.
Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah, no, I'm at the same time. I'm at the same time as you, Rebel. I'm 2:44.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, so Granny Moss, I think she's probably either ahead of us or behind us.
Behind us. It's earlier for her.
Yeah, so she's still young in the game.
Yeah. The further you move west, the younger you get, right?
There you go. And the further you move across the world, you know. Anyway, you know.
It's probably not even midnight where Right Side Floyd's at in California. It's probably not even midnight yet.
Yeah, Right Side of Floyd is probably just turning up.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
Yeah, I miss some of those live streams we used to do. Right Side of Floyd knows, you know, I guess how Ben used to do it.
Yeah, I remember those. I love those.
So many people got introduced to each other through those live streams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
7:44 a.m. at Jeanette Pickerton's, Mrs. P's. Wow.
Yeah.
That's early.
Yeah, Mrs. P, it's early out there. I'll tell Mr. P I said hello.
Yes, please.
So what now?
They've got a channel together with Random Life Productions too. And if they meet the criteria where they can monetize and whatnot, all the money that they raise on that other alternative channel is going to charity, which I think is cool.
That's very cool, man. That's very cool. That's awesome. There should be more channels like that. Charity channels, you know?
I agree. Well, you know, there is an option too where if you design videos a certain way, you can make them and line them for nonprofit charities.
Yeah. Or even the creators' commons, you know?
Yeah.
There's that option too.
Yeah. I've got a few videos that I listed under Creative Commons just because if I wanted somebody else to use them, I want them to be able to.
Right. That's a great idea, Granny. I may do some. I have some different videos. They're not my typical stuff. They're actually, you wouldn't believe they're mine. If you saw them, you'd be like, "What? What?"
It's like, what is that boy Rebel doing today?
Right. Yeah, that's a totally different genre. They're like it's, you know, nature stuff and all kind of different things.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm saying you gotta go outside of your comfort zone sometime, you know.
Yeah, I agree. So how was your Valentine's Day? Both of you guys.
They're just talking to Granny. You know, my Valentine's Day was a lot of work and more work. You know, but it was cool. You know, I mean, I probably let down a couple of females, but you know, maybe next year. You know.
Next year, there you go. Put them on the list.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll send you a box of number 2 pencils, and you just mail those pencils to them.
I mean, I don't know what good would do, but hey, you know,
you just send them a pencil. That way they know they're number 2. They're just a side chick.
Wow, no.
And I'll send you some whiteout for the February 15th.
There you go.
When you can mark them away.
Oh my God.
I just want you to let them know they're number 2.
No.
Great Valentine's.
Number 2 pencil. Mrs. P said the channel name is Every Penny Counts.
Yeah.
And she said you're a heartbreaker. Mel.
It happens. It happens.
It does happen.
You know, but like I said, things change. You know, I've had really bad years on Valentine's Day, but this year was pretty decent. You know, it was about work. It was all business. You know,
That's most important.
You ran a good
bills are
live
paid.
stream too.
So what now?
You ran a good live stream too, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just spoke my little piece on it. You know, I didn't want to make it too long. I didn't want to be depressing or anything like that. But it's just a theory. You know, my theory on it was basically when you higher your standards, there's less of options as far as who you can date. When you lower your standards, basically you have more options because you're not really expecting much. The bar is low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes.
Well,
Just a theory. Just a theory.
This year for Valentine's Day, I cooked a bunch of vegetables, and then we went to Sonic to buy New York style hot dogs. Out of Mel. And yeah, so we had the vegetables that I made and the hot dog, and
that's cool.
And then strawberries, because Mel again made me hungry for strawberries.
I try to inspire the people as much as I can. You know what I mean? Yeah, hot dogs, strawberries, whipped cream. Yeah. Doc said I was deep throating an orange, so you know.
Oh,
you gotta leave that alone. You know, that's funny. You know, that was funny.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. Look at Rebel. He's like,
I remember him saying that. Yeah, I do remember him saying that.
It was funny. It was funny. You know, it's all good. Like I said, but I try not to be a heartbreaker, though. You know.
Yeah.
If anything, they've been breaking my heart all these couple of years. I'm the victim.
I'm gonna check and see how everybody's doing in the chat, guys. If got things you want us to talk about, please let us know and tell us how your day's going.
And Floyd would like to have the instruction manual on how to deep throat an orange. I think that should be your next DIY.
Floyd, there's a video on Mel's channel if you want to go back and see it. A live stream.
There's a couple of videos. Well, the video itself is a live stream on physical pain, and instead of physical pain, it went from something else. You know, so it went left. Lynn Denton came in, and Dark Matter came in the chat room.
You know, just those two names alone.
Yeah, that's all you need right there. Those two guys.
Yeah.
Or I should say lady and gentleman, but you know what I mean when I say guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Part of it was the throwback to the sexy parties of old, you know, but
yep, in the purple.
Yeah, I miss those days. I
think we all do.
Yeah. People were mad at me
because I've had 2 bottles of wine in the refrigerator now for about 2.5 weeks, and I still haven't found a reason to drink them.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, you might regret it. You better get to it. You know, life's short. And I'm thinking, yeah.
Any day that ends in Y.
Yeah.
Hey, I understand. Sometimes you're just in the mood. Sometimes you're not.
It's not that great of wine, though.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that makes a difference too. It's like champagne. People give you that free champagne. Here, take the free champagne with the New Year's thing, whatever. And you're like, oh no, give me some real stuff, not this free stuff. You know those little nightclubs and parties that want to charge you $50 to show up, and you're dressed in your best, and so they can have a balloon drop, and
they might pay me to come on the books.
Today I thought it was appropriate, and I even went through images and tried to figure out how I would do it without insulting people. I wanted to do a special on my channel today, the Valentine's Day Massacre. And I thought, no, somebody will get ticked off if I do this.
You're liable to get a strike for that now, you know?
Yeah, you'll get a strike, especially with the shooting that happened in Florida.
Exactly. That's because I'm not even playing with you. I had the images in a folder, had the research, had the paper written up, and then my roommate comes into my room and says, "You'll never believe what happened." I'm like, "What?" And she told me. I'm like, "Well,
yeah,
I
would mark it under educational if you do decide to do something like that, you know,
right?
And I wouldn't monetize it at first,
right?
Just to be safe,
right? Well,
because
I just thought it would be in severe poor taste given everything that transpired today.
Oh yeah, I mean it happened a long time ago in Chicago, Chicago and
Yeah,
whatnot on
yeah,
Valentine's Day.
I'm a big time historian. You already know that. I think both of you guys do.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it happens. It definitely happens. But I mean, it's just sad that things are so sensitized now. Like I said, you have to watch out for everything now.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
You
It's
put
true.
Well,
one wrong word in there, you're done.
I'll tell you
I,
when I started to really get on the history bandwagon was when I went, and no kidding, to see the movie The Titanic, and three girls behind me started crying, saying, "I can't believe the ship sunk."
right.
Well, maybe they don't know the history, so
Yeah, that's what Granny's alluding to. Yeah.
yeah,
I watch my mouth here because I represent myself to the public and possibly some young children or whatever.
yeah. There
And,
you go.
we all try to portray a decent image, and we all kind of conform. When we sign up to YouTube, we conform to their, I don't know how to word this. I'm going to try to word it nicely, to their ever changing policies.
Man, I don't know about you. I do what the F I want to do when the F I want to do it.
No. We know that when we sign up for their program, we're signing a part of our freedom of speech away.
Right.
But in public, and wherever I don't care if I'm in a courtroom. I do have, the right to say what I want to say, and I've said it plenty of times where I've had, judges try to come at me with, with different things like, well, you can't say that here. I said, you're trying to take away, a freedom of speech here. What are you trying to do, buddy? And I don't know.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
be careful in the courtrooms though, because in the courtrooms they can hit you with a lot of different things, man.
They've tried, and I ask them if it's, civil or criminal, and
I
then
think
because they want to, they have to prove either one. There's conditions that come with either civil or criminal when they want to
Well,
knock you
in
back a little bit.
well in civil is probably more lenient because it's dealing with money, but in criminal, man, listen, it's yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor. you know, did I speak too rough with you?
mhm.
you know, okay, I'll be
I,
quiet. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Listen, because
right
I mean,
side.
it's still, yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no,
No, you finish that conversation.
no, no. I'm saying because in civil, since it's more about money, the most they could do is take money away from you.
Oh, they'll
Criminal,
take your time and your money.
they can take your time and your money, but you worry more about money and time. But in criminal, they'll take your time in other ways.
Keep
Your
my mind.
freedom.
I keep my mind on both.
Yeah, courts. I mean, it's all about the money anyway. That's what it all comes down to. It's for everybody. It's for the lawyers. It's for the kickbacks the judges get, or it's for the state, or the county, the city, or the municipality. You know what I mean? Wherever you may live.
Oh yeah, right side of Floyd. I was just watching Sports Center.
You might have to turn that down a little bit, buddy. I don't get hit.
You can't hear it, can you?
I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well, I
just marked
mean,
it to private afterwards. I didn't want to, but oh well. Um,
no. Did you hear any proprietary information?
who knows? They can. They have supersonic hearing. Remember that song when you were a kid in the '90s?
hmm
Supersonic.
Uh,
They'll spend a couple $1 million to try to find a song or a word or a lyric.
When I was back in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
trying so desperately just to hang on to my channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
People would come into the freaking game room with a boom box.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, this ain't happening right now.
Right. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So, I'm glad to be where I am, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean that's a hard YouTube career. Trying to fight copyright music all the time.
hmm
I mean, you got to
I,
get a good lawyer.
trust me, they hit me for 3 songs one time when I was out in public. I
Uh-huh.
actually did a live stream out. That's why I don't do like the ones I used to do. A year or two ago, I would do them out in public, and I was far away. I couldn't even hear the music.
hmm
Couldn't even hear it. But YouTube, on the other hand,
Yeah.
I knew this one cat. and I liked him a lot. Poor little guy. He was showing what he was buying his dad for Father's Day at the mall. Okay, got it straight. Because the music. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Because I couldn't even hear it. Like, I mean, it was like in like 3 stores down. There was no music in the store he was at, like none.
Oh yeah.
And he came back out with another reaction video saying what had happened to it, and it was because there was 3 stores down. There was music.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean that's how far they can pick up. Depends on the mic too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go and spend all this extra money for a nice mic. Even a crappy mic can pick up really well. But, you know, and if you got a directional mic.
I mean, those are those demonetization mics that you got when you know.
Yeah. This right here.
You know, they have a YouTube setting, so you know, let's demonetize them real quick.
They got little teeny AI that lives in them, little bitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up shortly. I just wanted to come on and I know 805 Road King said he wanted to come on, but he didn't get to make it.
Oh,
it happens.
Once again, thank you so much for letting folks know that, you know, we have our Miss Shiffrin that's maybe set in history, and I love that.
I do too. And you know, and it to be a female too, Olympic gold medal, 2-time winner, you know, skier, right. You know, that's crazy.
Much love to you, right side of Floyd. Much love to you. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for having me.
Floyd's awesome.
I mean,
anytime,
at least
Granny. Anytime, Mel. And
yeah,
I think Mrs. P's dipped out. I think she's already left, and some other people. I don't know what happened to Lulu.
Yeah,
but if they're still there,
in the background somewhere. Well, you still at least got some good watch time out of it because I've been watching on my iPad while I'm actually on here talking to you.
I wasn't trying to make it long. I was really trying to do a little short one because 805 told me he really wanted me to live stream so he could come on. It's like,
well, I kind of figured I was
kind of late. 805. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Love you too, Floyd. Take care of yourself. You too, Lulu.
All right, Lulu, Floyd. Like I said, the important thing is that you came out, you had some support, you showed up. I tried to make it legendary. It's all good.
Definitely. Well, I'm definitely gonna. Granny, if you'd like to have an exit, an outro, feel free.
I'm your ever faithful Granny Monster. I'm out deuces.
Mel.
Okay, you already know. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
And guys, thank you for coming, and I appreciate your time and your efforts in coming to my live stream to discuss, you know, a topic that just may be trivial to most people, but you know, you see where my support is, and I see where you guys' support is, and we all support each other in this community, and I appreciate that, and I love you guys. Thanks.
I love you right back.
About a minute.